Welcome to the Ace of Fire Tarot. I am Lady D, and I will be doing a reading for the Divine Feminines today. So please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, and share if you're feeling the vibe. Remember, the readings are for entertainment purposes, and messages can be from the present, past, or future. Everything will not resonate with everyone, so eat the meat and spit out the bones, or do with it what you may. I am merely just a messenger, and I come in love and light. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. So hopefully everyone is doing okay, everything is well. I wanted to come back to actually do touch bases on love and money for you guys, because on the last one, it was pretty lengthy, so I wanted to come back to get some insight on what's going on in your energy and get an opportunity to see what's in the works as far as money and relationship. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. I want to start off with an angel message, of course. So let's see what the angels have for us today. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing already good luck. So let's see, you guys. And shout out to all of the Tauruses. I hope you're enjoying your born day season. I hope that no one took offense to me, making a reference to Aries being first and Taurus being second or whatever like that. It's just an inside joke between me and my person, because their birthday is, they're actually born in Taurus season, and of course I'm an Aries, so it's just an inside joke. No offense or anything like that. I know that my person watches my videos, so I was taking a jab at them. So yeah, that's all. So we have our debates, the bull and the ram. We always bumping heads. So anyway, what is the message for Divine Feminine today from the universe, from the angels? So we have the number 410, help incoming. And it says it's all coming together now. Your angel's message is clear. The final step in receiving is to have an open mind. You have all you need in this moment. Right now, choose a centering pose such as butterfly, child's, or easy seat that promotes inner peace. Feel abundantly grateful that more is on its way to you in divine timing. So help incoming. Everything is coming together now. Just keep an open mind. You have all you need right now. Just be centered, stay centered. I'm guessing these poses, butterfly, child's, or easy seat, I guess those are poses with yoga, but I don't practice Americanized or westernized yoga, so I don't know anything about these particular names. But definitely, do your asanas. Be grateful, feel abundant. And definitely more is on its way to you. Just know that you're abundant. Regardless, abundance is all around us. There is no lack. There's no such thing as lack. You just need to manifest what it is that you want, and hold that abundant space within you. But yeah, your number is 410. You may be seeing any variation of that number, and that's just to remind you that your help is coming in. Whatever that you've been waiting on or manifesting in is definitely is attracting. You are attracting this, and it's on its way to you. You're magnetizing this. So yeah, much love to the angels for this message. Now, let's see. Um, let's see what's going on, you guys, as far as love. So I'm gonna start off with this deck. What's blocking you? Singles and relationship. What is in the energy for the divine feminine? But so far as good luck, which I saw on the bottom of the angels deck, as well as whatever you're manifesting is definitely coming in. I feel like you're on the right frequency for both love and money. But let's see if anything is blocking you or stopping you at this time. What is the message for the divine feminine at this time, please? We have too much in the reverse. You tell others too much about yourself at once. Sit back and listen more. So you're not telling, others too much about yourself at this time. I think you know how much you want to share. Some of you may be really, really reserved anyway in your private life and your business. But some of you also may be settling. It says don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe. So some of you may be with someone who you know isn't right for you. You may not be compatible. You may not share common interests. You may not be able to communicate with each other. Yeah, it feels like there may not be a lot of growing in the dynamic. For some of you, you may be expecting, but you may feel like something is too hard. You believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally in your life. Yeah, I feel like some of you may be staying in a situation or a relationship because you feel like it's too hard to leave. It may be too hard on you. And like I said, some of you may be expecting it this time, so you definitely don't want to, break up right now. But I feel like, sometimes it may be better to leave before the child is even born, because at least they won't experience you two being together and being happy together. It may be a happier environment for that child's upbringing if you're not together, especially if you're with someone that you don't really want to be with, or your person doesn't really want to be with you. But someone in this dynamic is being needy. Make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off your relationship. So either you or your person is really, really needy. They need to make some friends and spend time by themselves because they are putting too much on you, or you are putting too much on them. Somebody is being like really, really clingy, a little bit codependent. And on the bottom, I am seeing some addiction. You're either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. This person may be addicted to you. They may also have some type of substance abuse addiction. But I'm getting that this person may be just really, really addicted to your energy. And it's a bit unhealthy. Or vice versa. So not being you, you are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. So someone is being fake in your relationship. They're not being themselves, or you may feel like they're being themselves, but they could be keeping a lot from you about themselves. I'm getting that as well. They may hide a lot, push a lot under the rug, conceal a lot. They show you, a lot about them, but they're not showing you everything. They don't share everything. It's like around certain individuals, this person could be someone that you've never seen before. And they act like totally different in a light that you've never seen before. So we have retreating. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. Some of you definitely need to, you know, for some of you, you may need to get back out there. But I feel like if you're in a relationship at this time that's just not good for you, you may need to take some time to retreat just for yourself. Not, you know, just get back out and start dating. You just may need to take some time for yourself to heal, to you know, cleanse your energy, to get to know yourself again outside of whoever this person is. But let's see, why is this too much here in the reverse? In the divine collective energy, divine feminine. So there's some criticizing going on. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. So this person may not be focusing on your good qualities. They may criticize you a lot. And this is like annoying for you. On the bottom we see this person may have some type of pent up anger. They have unresolved feelings from their past that makes them resentful towards others. So that's maybe why they're criticizing you. And here's this addiction again. So someone definitely may have a substance abuse addiction, or they're just addicted to their partners, like they are codependent, really, really clingy. Why is this settling here? Untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things. Change your stories and see the good that can happen. You may be telling yourself that, you know, this is the best that you can get. Your person will come around. You're not settling. They just need time to grow, need time to mature. And that's not the case. What else? Yeah, too attached. Give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives them away. Like I said, it feels like you are your partner. I believe it's your partner. They're really, really clingy. They're too attached to you. They don't really give you any breathing room in the dynamic. We have love. Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. Yeah, this person needs to work on being more independent, more comfortable being in their own company. Just work on their own self-care, loving on themselves. It feels like you definitely may need a break from this person and give them a little bit of time to, you know, heal, give you some time to heal, and then maybe come back together and try it again. You know, if the two of you have worked on your healing. But I feel like you need to detox this person out of your energy for a while, because I feel like given this energy of this person is just taking over your being. It's like a smothering feeling that I'm feeling. Like you don't have time for yourself. You can't even really think for yourself. It's giving a feeling of that as well. What is this too hard? Somebody is playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. So this person may be trying to play games with you, mind games. They try to make like sly remarks, insinuating that, you know, it's easy for them to get with someone else, like you come a dime a dozen. just, I don't know, it's just weird. This person may play a lot of games, mind games as well. Even like telling you that, nobody's gonna want you with a baby. Maybe even telling you that you won't get anyone better than them. I hope you're not believing this, because if they think that poorly of you, it's like, look at who. If they think that poorly of you, then what can they say about themselves if they chose you? So it's like, I'm bottom of the barrel, so that makes you what? You feel me? What else about this card? But yeah, like it said, this person has like pent up anger issues. It has nothing to do with you. It just gives, they don't really love themselves, so they don't know how to love someone else. It's just the mere fact that you were willing to give this person a chance, and you probably actually do love this person, but they are really taking it for granted. And they need you more than you need them. That's why they're so addicted to you. That's why they're so clingy, so attached. So we have stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. And feeling unloved. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. So I'm feeling like for whatever reason this person is stuck in the past. They may be bringing past issues into your current relationship. Like I said, this person has some pent up anger issues, maybe from a previous relationship, and they have brought those issues into the current relationship, and it makes you feel a sense of not being loved properly. This person doesn't know how to support you emotionally, and they can't love you fully if they're holding you accountable for someone else's mistakes. So they're not even really giving you a full shot, is what I'm getting from this. But you or them may fear loneliness. You stay in bad relationships because you are lonely. Be okay with yourself, being with yourself. Both of you need to be okay with being alone. What is this being needy? Need some clarity. So someone feels unworthy. You deserve an amazing relationship. Take steps to heal doubts about yourself. So I feel like if you're in this environment where this person is putting a lot of doubts in your head, you're not going to be able to heal in that same environment. So like I said, it feels like you may need to step away, at least for a little while, to heal, to detox this person out of your energy, to get to know yourself again, pour into yourself again. Find out the things that you like, things that you enjoy. Find out, how do you feel with being single? Some people enjoy being single because they get to live their life to the fullest. They don't have to answer to anyone. They don't have to hear any nagging. They don't have to coddle anybody. Yes, it can get lonely if you don't make the best of your time. But if you're too busy pouring into yourself, you're not going to be lonely. And I guarantee you will give you more. It will allow you to set your standards even higher, because now you don't want to, once you are in that space of being with yourself, loving on yourself, pouring into yourself, and being at peace, you're not going to allow anyone to come in and jeopardize that peace. You see what I'm saying? So somebody like this who is so attached, so addicted, so critical, so unhealed, is someone that you're not truly going to allow back into your energy unless they're healed as well. They're comfortable with being alone. They enjoy their own company as well. So you have to be like equally yoked, on the same page when it comes down to that, in order to rekindle this type of dynamic. Other than that, you know, you're gonna move on to someone who's, you know, more on your level, or just stay single. It's okay to be single. I don't know how people think that it's not okay to be single. You know, you don't have to be in romantic relationships as long as you have like a loving friend dynamic, a loving family dynamic. You know, you have siblings you can hang out with, cousins, friends, you know, things like that. You can be fulfilled in many other ways other than being attached to a partner, a romantic partner. Because your friends can emotionally support you, they can big you up, they can support you in different areas of your life. It's like your friends can take the place of that partner. The only thing that's missing is the romantic aspect, like, you know, the intimate aspect. But you can also be romantic with your friends. You can go out with your friends, have dinner, go, you know, to the movies, to different things like that. So it's not that big of a deal, but everyone is not meant to be partnered up either. But, you know, what else? Fear of loss. So yeah, someone is feeling unworthy. They're fearing they are losing someone or something. You are afraid of losing someone or of being abandoned. Take a chance. Like, someone doesn't want to be abandoned. They don't want to be alone. I feel like this may be the energy of both of you. But like I said, it's nothing that you're losing. Why would you want to hold on to someone that you're settling with, that's addicted to your energy, that's not, you know, fulfilling you emotionally, can't love you fully, and they're always criticizing you, and they're holding on to past things that have nothing to do with you? You're not losing anything but a lot of baggage. Once this person is out of the way, out of your energy, out of clinging on to you, depending on your energy, you can go out and meet new people to have quality time with, build solid relationships with, where, you know, they'll be supportive. Like I said, you can have a strong friendship circle where what this person wasn't pouring into you, you can get from these other individuals. So we also have on the bottom, not talking. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. Some of you may need to communicate this to this person, but at the same time, this person is not supporting you emotionally. You may not even talk to this person much. They just want to be in your energy, hindering you from doing the things that make you happy. They just want to be under you, always around you, stopping you from hanging out with other people, other friends, other family members. That just, it feels like a stagnant, smothering energy. And most of the time while you're under this person, they're criticizing you. They're doing substances. It's like very, very one-sided. What is this not being used for the divine feminine, please? Yourself if this is pertaining to you, because this person is so overbearing. They probably don't even know the things that you like to do. You may not even know the activities that you like to participate in. They may not even know your humorous side or your fun side. Rushing, you can't hurry love. The right one is coming in, perfect divine timing. This could have been a relationship that was rushed because of all the abandonment issues and being needy and clingy and the attachment issues. Just wanted to be loved, thought they were going to be loved, just wanted to be with someone based on society or something like that. It also gives like mommy wounds, daddy wounds as well. So here's that pent up anger again. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. So, like I said, this was a relationship that was rushed into. I feel like you guys may have not known each other that well before, making it official. And then by the time you learned your person, it was a little bit too late to back out. Once you saw all aspects of this person, at that point it was like, I've been in it too long to just walk away now. But you really started to see the different aspects of this person. Like over time, they got worse in their habits, in their ways. And you could have pent up anger about how this person behaves, but I also feel like this person has pent up anger from past situations. On the bottom, we have changing them. Trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. Either you're going to accept this behavior, because like I just said, it's only going to get worse, especially if you can't talk to this person. And they don't respect your emotions. They don't respect you enough to talk to you and hear you out. Then they're not gonna change. It's just gonna get worse, as it did from the time you met them up until this point. It just got worse and worse and worse. What is this? Retreating. Getting crumbs. Yeah, you deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you. So once you retreat from this person and take time out for yourself, stepping away to heal, to release, to detox, to get to know yourself again, just make sure that you give yourself enough time to find a happy place within yourself, within your own energy, before you decide to look for someone else, because you don't want a repeat of this past situation or this current situation. For some of you, you don't want to be, grasping for crumbs. You want someone that's going to be a whole person for you in the different aspects of your relationship that you need them to be. You want someone that's gonna give just as much as you give. If you are, very, very nurturing and thoughtful and caring and kind in a relationship, you want that reciprocate. So if you're being loving and kind and nurturing, although we do things differently as individuals, their nurturing may not show up as your nurturing does, but at least they're reciprocating the energy. But the moment that you see that this person is not, they're not even saying thank you, they're not even being grateful or anything, they're not even really acknowledging anything, they're just expecting you to be a certain way towards them, and they're not even giving you anything in return, not even a thank you, then you know that it's not your person. It's almost like, for instance, you can be the type of person when your person comes home from work, you like to massage their feet, have them a meal prepared or whatever like that, you know, help them bring their bags in or whatever like that. And at the same time, you know, once they're home, they like to come in with flowers for you. This is them reciprocating. They like to come in with something for you, maybe, you know, deciding to wash the dishes if you cooked or whatever like that. You know, it's like they're reciprocating energy. They want to, you know, tell you about their day, and they also want to know about your day, and, you know, effectively listening to what you have to say, not it going in one ear and out the other one. They're cutting you off every time you begin to say something. They want to cut you off and take over the conversation talking about themselves. That's not, you know, effectively listening. That's not effectively conveying with one another. That's not how that works. You have to be in a state of listening and then responding. Not cutting someone off. It's like, you'll know when someone is reciprocating the energy. So when you feel like you're not being heard, you're not being seen, you're not being valued, you're being taken for granted, you will start to feeling like that in the midst of a relationship. So as we've seen, like, you need to address your concerns, and if this person doesn't want to step up to change in any way because they love you and they care about how you feel, then it's time to reevaluate the relationship and decide, do I walk away now, or will I just sit here and let this get worse and worse and worse? Because I'm already feeling like I'm being taken for granted, I'm being breadcrumbed, they don't really listen to me, they're not really into me, they don't care, you know. So don't be afraid to cut it off, because like I said, at this point now you're jeopardizing your own peace. Because before this person came along, you weren't worrying about, are they listening to me, are they reciprocating, because there was no one there to do all that to. All that love, time, energy, and nurturing was going into yourself. So now bringing someone else in, you're sharing, but you don't want to feel depleted. So that's where it needs to be reciprocated. So, anyway, I hope y'all getting what I'm putting down, picking up what I'm putting down. I'm trying to explain. So what is this retreating with getting funds from the universe for the divine feminine? So seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. Whew. That's interesting. And there's some comparison going on as well. But seeking perfection, we know, everyone is not perfect. But I think, I'm not going to say 5 must-haves and 5 flaws or 5 deal breakers. I would say that everyone should be looking for someone, and this is just my opinion, that gives you the bare minimum. I'm not even going to say bare minimum. The bare necessities when it comes down to just being in a relationship, whether this is friends, family, it needs to be honesty, respect, a sense of loyalty, and there needs to be a level of compatibility. Because even like a friend or family member, we don't have no commonalities. More than likely, we're not going to be hanging together. So of course, when it comes down to a romantic sense, we gotta have some type of commonality somewhere. But I think just my whole thing, first and foremost, is like, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone romantically, you need to be friends first. I think that is so important, and I think that's an aspect that a lot of people ignore or look over, but it's so very important because you want to be seen as a person. I feel like when you're not, especially as a woman, when you're not friends with your person, they can tend to dehumanize you and make you feel like you're just a piece of meat. You see, get what I'm saying? Like you're just here to clean and, you know, for the intimate romance aspect, and you're not really looked at as a friend, and it'll leave you in a space where you kind of jealous because you can hear them talking to other people and giving them that respect as like a friend. They chill, they laugh, they are doing this together, that together. And when it comes to you, it's all about one or two things: clean this, wash this, cook this. Like, really? Can I be considered a human? You know, it gets to where it's like a redundant task or tasks, and it's like, where is the friendship? Why can't you look at me as a human being just like you do everyone else that you're interacting with? The first thing that you're saying to them is not about any bedroom activities. It's not about, you know, intimacy and romance, and it's like you have more respect for these other people than you do your own partner. So that's why I think the friendship aspect needs to be first and foremost, because you always want to be able to hang out with your person, talk to your person, chill with your person, you know, have a lot of things in common where you can share quality time with your person. And it's not like, you know, like we don't have anything in common other than you're seeing me as the feminine in this relationship and I see you as the masculine, and these are our duties. It's like, where is the friendship aspect? So but yeah, it's like the same characteristics that you look for in a friend will be the same characteristics that you need to look for in a partner, and then add on, you know, the other aspects. Like, do they have a good job? Will they be able to provide for me long terms? What is their intention for me, you know, with being in this relationship? But I think the minimum is on a friendship basis. You get what I'm saying? You don't want a friend that's going to be two-faced. You don't want a friend that's going to criticize you all the time. You don't want a friend that's gonna backstab you. You don't want a friend that has no loyalty, not respectful to you. They disrespect, like the same things. So yeah, so I feel like that's why it's important to date a person and get to know them really, really well. Build a solid friendship first, and then move into the courtship to where you were considered, you know, a couple, my girlfriend, boyfriend. You know, some of you may not like to use those terms being at your big age, but you know, before you put a label on the dynamic, just be friends first to make sure that this is somebody that you want to be with long term, or that you could see yourself being with long term. Because I feel like the romance aspect does kind of fade. It's in and out, but a friendship will remain. So, you know, regardless, because a lot of things can happen during a dynamic, during a course of a relationship as well. So you still want to have that solid foundation in a friendship first. So anyway, I'm just rambling on, but somebody is comparing in this dynamic as well. It may be, you know, your person, because they're holding holding on to this pent-up anger from things in the past. They may be comparing you to the past person, although you may not be anything like that person. So it's like unfair, but that comparison part should go out the window. Nobody should be comparing anybody to anybody when this is a brand new dynamic. But that's the important part about healing after you leave one dynamic and go into the next. Like some people, they can break up today and be with somebody new tomorrow. Sometimes even the same day, and it's like so weird, but whatever. But yeah, there's some comparison going on here. Let's see what else is going on. Just gonna start. I have, like I said, so many love decks. So let's see. What else for the divine? I don't want to make this too long, but we gonna see. This deck is more or less for those of you who are in a relationship and you just want to, you know, spruce things up, spice things up a little bit. So this will give you some ideas and some things that you can do together. This time. So, an intuitive love. Trust your intuition and love by listening to your inner voice. Pay attention to your gut feelings. Trust your instincts and let your intuition guide your relationship. So some of you definitely need to listen to your intuition when it comes down to your dynamic. Whatever your intuition is telling you, you need to listen to and act upon. Because, like I said, it's only going to get worse unless your person really wants to heal and, you know, step up to the plate for you. If they really gotta want to do that, you don't have to dump it all on them at once. Like, take one thing, need them to change or work on certain aspects. Like, for instance, this person has a problem criticizing you. So every time this person criticizes you or compares you, then let them know, I don't like when you do that. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like you would rather not even be here with all this criticism. And especially if they don't have anything good to ever say about you. It's like, why are you here? It makes me feel like you're here out of like you feel sorry for me, or this is some type of charity case or something like that. So just start expressing and seeing if they'll start, you know, working on that aspect of themselves. What else for the divine feminine, please? So we have mutual growth. Encourage mutual growth by supporting each other's ambitions, set goals together, celebrate achievements, and motivate each other to reach new heights. So yeah, with this, I would suggest like maybe going to counseling, like encouraging each other to go to counseling, supporting each other on different endeavors. Like, ask your person what is it that they want to start on new as far as any dreams or goals, and encourage them to do that and constantly, you know, push them to reach those goals. and let them know about the goals that you want to reach. And hopefully they will encourage you to, you know, go forward on those endeavors and reach those goals. But it's kind of giving like both of you may need some healing and growing through therapy, couples counseling, or something like that. Because sometimes it takes someone on the outside looking in to really get through to people. So maybe that's what your person needs as well. They don't respect what you're saying because they're not giving you any emotional support anyway. So sometimes it's better coming from someone else outside of the dynamic. So we have an eternal connection. Honor the deep connection with your partner by creating rituals that celebrate your love. Share daily affirmations and express gratitude for each other to strengthen your bond. So yeah, that would be something too that you all can add, like create some type of ritual. Maybe you all can pray together or meditate together. You know, make sure that you are celebrating like your anniversaries, or some people do like month anniversaries, like every month on a certain day, like whatever day is your anniversary day. Like we'll just say on the 12th. So every 12th of the month, then you make sure that you all are honoring the relationship. You go out and celebrate each other, even if you're doing it at home. Like take some time out to get dressed, smell good, look good, you know, cook a romantic dinner, you know, just do the whole nine, just because you want to honor your relationship. So it's really, really cool. That makes, you know, that forces you to, you know, step it up at least once a month. And also daily affirmations like, I'm so grateful to have you in my life, I appreciate you. And that will get your person out of this energy of always criticizing you as well. It'll help them, you know, gravitate more towards saying sweeter things to you, and seeing how they need to appreciate you more. So look up some daily affirmations you all can share with each other. You know, even if it's, you know, faking the funk in the beginning, like put some affirmations in a jar and shake it around. You pick one, he pick one, and at least you're taking that step to say these things to one another. You get what I'm saying? And eventually, maybe you may not need the jar anymore. You're just doing it automatically over time. So I think that's a really good one. What else for the divine feminine? So we have deep appreciation. Show deep appreciation by acknowledging your partner's efforts. Thank them for their love, express gratitude for their presence, and celebrate their contributions. So this is especially, you know, piggybacking off of the last one. You do want to appreciate and acknowledge your partner for their efforts. And maybe your partner is so critical of you because they may feel like you never show them any gratitude for the things that they do. Although you may not be criticizing them, you still may not be verbal with telling them, I appreciate you, thank you for, you know, helping out around the house, doing all of the yard work, making sure the mortgage or lease is paid or the rent is paid. Thank you for keeping, you know, the cars up to par. You know, you want to let them know that they're needed and they're appreciated as well, and vice versa. So let's see. Let's get a couple more for the divine feminine, this time. respectful space. Respect each other's need for space and independence. Encourage personal time. Support individual interests. And trust that space can strengthen your bond. So I feel like definitely for some of you, your person does need to allow you some space. Especially with this person that's too attached and clingy, and because I was feeling that energy, like this person is suffocating you. So yeah, they need to learn how to allow you space for your independence, for your you time, especially so that you can get certain needs met from other individuals, like I said, like from friends, from family members, where this partner may not be able to pour into your cup in certain areas, like the emotional side. You need other individuals in your circle that can. So they need to allow you some independence, some freedom, some space. Sometimes you may not even need others to do it. You just need the time and the space to pour into yourself. And if this person is always in your energy, always on top of you, always begging for your attention, then you can't even do that for yourself. But we have joyous celebration. Celebrate your love by marking special occasion. Create traditions. Surprise each other with thoughtful gifts, and cherish the moments that make your relationship unique. So yeah, we kind of touched on that one as well. Like, you know, every month on a certain day, you know, make sure that you are acknowledging the relationship. Make sure that you are putting your best foot forward for that particular day. No one said that the only time that you can celebrate your dynamic is once a year. No one said that. And if they did, no one said that you couldn't create new rules, new traditions. So it will force you to acknowledge your relationship and acknowledge your person and put on your best, you know, put your best foot forward for that person on that particular day. You can probably, you know, look like a homebody the rest of the month, but on that day you got to get dressed, you got to show up, you got to show out, and you got to focus all of your attention and everything on your person and them the same. So this part of creating those new traditions, those new ways of celebrating each other and the dynamic. So, yeah. I'm going to go into the unsent letters. Now these could be for those of you who have someone in your past that you may have broke up with. This is what they would say, but for some of you, this is your own person that you're with now. They may have something to say, they just don't say it. They don't want to look vulnerable when it comes down to you, or they don't want you to think that they are soft or something like that. But this could be how they're feeling deep down inside. So let's see. So this person is saying, I don't need to ask. I knew what you meant behind your disguised words. I've heard those words before. I've seen this before. I know that. Look. So this person feels like they don't need to ask you like what's wrong or what's going on. They automatically know what's on your mind. And they don't want to discuss something. They don't want to bring it up because they already know what that looks means, but they feel like they're running away from the issue. Which is another reason why this person may need some form of counseling, because when you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter whether this is a friendship, a platonic relationship, a family ship, whatever. You don't need to run away from any problem. You need to face it head on so you can nip it in the bud. It just gives this energy of this person likes to sweep a lot under the rug. They don't like to, be held accountable for anything. They don't want to work on anything. They just want to ignore it and keep on with the same old. So someone in your energy, it feels like someone from the past is saying, what are you doing tonight? Another quiet night at home? Or are you going out? I'm not doing much of anything. So this feels like some type of admirer. Someone that you may have already dated, maybe thinking of you now. But it's giving like, for some reason, I'm feeling like co-worker. So we also have, I remember every detail of the day, beautiful moments. So I feel like it's someone from your past that you may have had a better connection with. They may have went their way and you went yours, and you both ended up in a new relationship that is like lackluster. And now this person is thinking of you. They may be separated from the person that they were with, and all of a sudden you're crossing their mind. They're thinking of you. But with some of you, I'm getting like this is a co-worker. Someone that you work with is really into you. It could have been something that happened like at work where this person was in your space. You may have had to do a project together or something like that, and this person really admires you. It feels like they think that you're a beautiful person inside and out. I'm not sure if they know whether you have someone or not. It could have even been like a work party or something like that. You know how some companies have like Christmas parties, and because your man is so funny style, man, woman, whoever you were with, but they're so funny style, or you had to go to the party alone and you couldn't even stay the whole time because he kept blowing up your phone. So yeah. But either way, you may have met this person there, or you guys got to see each other in a different light in that particular setting. It wasn't just about work. It was kind of like in a leisure setting. What else? Like you were kind of like able to let your hair down a little bit. You weren't all professional for work. You were more like, this is a party attire. So let me get my club fit, not my business suit. But I'll be right back. So yeah, guys, I'm not even gonna say club fit. I'm gonna just say you were in your cocktail dress or whatever instead of in your pencil skirt and blouse, because everybody didn't hit up the club scene like that. I'm grabbing these. So you were able to be in the energy of letting your hair down. This was about mingling and socializing. The music was playing. You had different activities going on. The lights were dim. It was like a party setting, but it was for all of the staff and the employees or whatever to attend, and you and this person kind of talk with each other. You may have been seated at the same table and had to be right next to each other conversing or whatever, and this person was really interested in you and you made an impression on this person, to now, they find themselves thinking about you, what you got going on. They remembering details of this experience or whatever. So, yeah. So for some of you, it is a person that you work with or did work with. For some of you, this is an ex thinking of you. And this, I don't need to ask, this is your current person. That's what I'm getting. You're avoiding certain situations just based on, how, just reading your face, reading your body language. They don't want to even ask. And some of it is not even anything bad. They just don't want to hear what you got to say. They don't want to hear you complain. They don't want to hear about your day. They don't want to hear none of that. So they don't even ask. Like, once again, there's certain individuals that dehumanize you if you're not like a friend. Like, if you miss that component of being a friend to this person or in your romantic relationship, it can be kind of like, dehumanizing. What else for Divine Feminine, please? Just a second, these are starting to stick. But believe it or not, I feel like that is the reason why I'm not gonna say a lot of men, but that's one of the reasons why men cheat, or they have a lot of women on their roster, because it's easier to treat multiple women like, you're just a piece of meat, versus putting in the work to have a healthy relationship with one individual. They don't want to have to converse. They don't want to have to, show up as a whole man. They don't want to, be responsible, a leader, a provider, a protector. They don't want all of those responsibilities. So it's easier to just be a player, run around, and, get a bunch of notches on their belt. It's easier. So, why a man can be dating a woman for 10 years and never ask this woman to be his wife. It's the same thing. They don't want all of those responsibilities. They don't want to have the manhood. They don't want to have to be a leader, a protector, a provider. It's like, I can walk away at any time. I'm not attached to anyone. Not obligated to anything. So it has really not much to do with the woman. It's just the man's mentality, and it comes from being afraid. And a lot of it comes from mommy issues. They didn't have a trusting mother, so now they don't trust women. They don't trust to give their heart, their whole heart, in every aspect of themselves to a woman. So what else for, and that's just an opinion. What else for divine feminine? And like I said, it's just for some, not all. So someone is saying, I'm no longer waiting for you. You're not the same person anymore. I miss the old you. I wish I cherished those moments when it was just us. So I feel like someone in your energy could be your current partner. It feels like they feel like you changed since having children. It's like you matured, you grew up, you're in this mommy role, and they miss you being fun and, you know, in your freaky bag, and you know, when you all could just do whatever. But now it's like you want to respect the children, you want to, you know, pour most of your energy into making sure that they're taken care of. And this person is like, it's giving one of those men that don't want to be responsible, don't want to be a leader, don't want to be a protector. Definitely seems like they don't want to be a father. They're more concerned about you being stuck in old times, as if you don't have children to raise and be an example for. So yeah, I'm be glad this person didn't send the letter, but this goes with the resentment that the person that you're with is holding on to from the past. Like and someone in your energy is feeling like you always come back, except this time it's devastating. Like this, someone in your energy is sitting in this energy of you not returning this time. Like you're done, and it's just now dawning on them that you're never coming back to this individual. So could also be like a friend as well, family member, job for some of you. I get one more for the divine feminine. Some of you feel like somebody always came back, but this time it's like devastating. They're not coming back to you. Probably why you've been wasting time with this individual. It's been too long. Much time has gone on. Whoever comes back to you, usually they may have moved on. They're in a new relationship. They're not thinking about anything from the past. Anything else for the divine feminine? guess I really meant nothing. I became so desperate for a morsel of your love, but I know it's never coming. So someone in your energy was desperate for your love, but now they know it's not coming. Let's go with this one before we get into a little bit of tarot. Let's go with this one, then we'll go into the money. Is conflicted on decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. So somebody is conflicted when it comes down to love or some type of decision they need to make, but they have multiple choices right now. Giving multiple interests. Someone is being silenced. Frozen, no words, stone wall. So they're being silent because they're conflicted right now. They're shallow, hollow, empty, bored. Yes. Feels like someone is reflecting back on decisions that they made. They be feeling some type of way. It's like at one point they were really eager to do whatever it is that they decided to do, but now they're like, I don't know if that was the best decision. They're thinking back to the other options that were available. But it's feeling like they chose the worst possible option. So now they're silent. They're frozen. They don't have no words. They're putting up a stone wall. They're feeling shallow and empty inside. They're bored. It's like something on the inside of them is eating away at them at this time. Especially with all this doom and gloom on the cards. It's hardly no color. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So I feel like you guys once again need to use your intuition when it comes down to this person. You may be waiting, cycles, moments, something about times of significance here. be something that you're waiting on to change or to get better. Yeah, you need to use your intuition and nourish yourself, self-growth, self-focus, soul finding at this time. Instead of, focus on this individual who is in a dark space right now. Because as you can see, these cards are so dark and gloomy. Now the light is coming in that we're tapping into your actual energy. That's for the divine feminine. Only you, devoted, attached, and crave. So I feel like once you start to listen to your intuition and focus on your self-growth, self-focus, soul finding, you're going to attract someone to you that's devoted to only you, only craves you, only wants to be attached to you, instead of someone who making the worst possible decisions ever when it comes down to you. So let's see, can we get a few more details when it comes down to conflicted? What is that about? This Stairs wheel actually says star on it. Star of the show. Someone that wanted to be the star of the show, now they're in sorrow, loss, grief, depression. They feel like maybe you could be better off, or you could be happier in a clear headspace, or maybe they're just changing their perspective on how they saw you, but at the end of the day they're stressed out. There's turbulence, tension, and arguments, but this is all coming from a decision this person made. So what is this silence about? This person does feel withdrawn, single, lonely. Solidarity, they feel withdrawn for some reason. It feels like guilt is eating them up. So something about family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. That's what I was getting earlier with this. I'm no longer when they were saying they like the old version of you, when it was just you and them. So this person doesn't want to be a parent yet. They wasn't ready for this dynamic of the relationship where children are involved, and they're having to be an example and be a parent and a protector, as I was saying before. And some of you could be pregnant again. You may already have small children, and you may have another one on the way. This person is not, they don't like the idea of adulting and caring for someone other than themselves. It feels like being totally responsible for someone else's life. What's about the silence? Oh yeah, it's giving like deadbeat energy. So there's some resistance here. There's some a secret admirer, suppressing and timid. Yeah, it does give the energy of this person could be cheating as well. And for some of you, this person even has an outside person with child at this time. So it's a lot of pressure. This person with all this water here, this person is deeply in their emotions. It's like they're crying on the inside. It could be why they're always criticizing you. It's like sometimes people take out everything on the person closest to them, and this person can't really let you know what's going on with them because, you know, they not about to tell off on themselves. So, but I feel like that's what this time is. In due time, it's going to come out anyway. Waiting cycles, moments. So, what is this shallow? So they're trying to make it seem like they had already pulled away from you. That's why they weren't talking or giving you compliments and all of that. Because they probably had a one night stand and ended up, you know, because on that one night stand they just missed the old you when you was, you know, looser than a goose. So they hooked up with someone and this person ended up pregnant. However, they didn't have beef with you. They just wanted that thrill again. They weren't expecting to be attached to this other person. But since this other person is expecting, that changed the whole, it messed up everything. So this person is being ate up inside. It's only a matter of time before this person, your person, know that you're gonna be gone when you find out about this. What is this shallow? But they trying to make it seem like they was already, you know, withdrawing from you. That's why they don't compliment you. They trying to put on the front. Still, it wasn't, you know, a spontaneous thing. It's like we've been, you know, falling apart. But this person is in pain. They're apprehensive. They're afraid. They're cautious. This is why they're so shallow right now. They feel apprehensive. No, they feel receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. They want some empathy. They feeling vulnerable. They want to pour out their heart to you, but in this instance, they can't. Yeah, they're going through an emotional storm. It's turmoil, unstable, affected. So what is this intuition? Your intuition so that you can find peace again, balance, harmony, and create some new bonds with new friendships. The key word, friendships. But someone is spying on you, social network information in ways. This could be the outside chick spying on you. This person is obsessed. They're infatuated, adoration, and addiction. This could be your person as well, spying on you. Why is this nurse here? I feel like it's both of them. He's spying on you for his own reasons. She's spying on you for her own reasons. I feel like she's more or less spying on you because she wants to take your place in this man's world. Because she's about to have this baby. Why is this nourish here? But this is once again somebody that they don't even really know each other. It's gonna end up kind of like you guys' situation where, you know, you don't really know this person. They're gonna get worse over time. When it's new, you kind of look over things. You know, the red flags are kind of blurry, or just choose to overlook them. So, what is this nourish here? Over time, she will see what type of individual this is for real, and he's gonna see her for her too, because it's like at the end of the day, both of you guys are cheaters. So I don't know what part of both of you being cheaters, meaning that you guys together are going to be faithful to each other. No part of that says that. What is this nourish? because you're at a breaking point, limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. So you need to replenish, recalibrate, regroup. That's what I'm getting. You may not be at your breaking point yet because some of you haven't found out about this situation. For some of you, it's not anyone on the outside that's expecting, but for some of you it is. And for some of you, you're not expecting, but for some of you, you are. So for some of you, when this person says they miss the old you, that could also mean, like, for instance, some of you could have been really petite when you guys met, or really in shape, and now you gained a few pounds and you're more focused on adulting. You're more responsible because you know there are bills. You gotta be able to be consistent with showing up for work and pouring your time into making money and being established, and you don't really have time to just be lollygagging 24/7. So your person missed that side of you. And like I said, for some of you, you may have been smaller, you may have been more athletic, you may have been into partying a lot, drinking with them, you know, doing different things like that, and you're not really doing that anymore. And if you do, it's like on special occasions or certain occasions, and it's like they can't adjust or adapt to this mature version of you. So for some of you it is children, and for others of you it's pretty much all of the above plus children. So we have only you, because this person leaves you confused, uncertain, unclear, unsure about where you really stand with them. So that's why you need to nourish yourself, replenish, restore, pour back into yourself. Take some time to detox from this person so that there won't be any confusion as far as who wants you, who really wants to be with you. Under the bottom we have something about intimacy, longing, past life, and healing. And even with the healing here, it's like releasing, purifying, and cleansing. This could be a past life person that you dealt with in the past, or something like that. But yeah, that's what we have for that, Divine Feminine. Give me just a moment and I'll get back with you guys. Divine Feminine, we are back. Sorry for the delay, but we're about to get into the money aspect, since we spent most of the time on love. So let's see what's in your energy as far as money is concerned. I think I'm going to go into this love and money because it gives a little bit of both for starters. So let's see. Universe, please. of significance, unity in diversity, embracing differences to create a harmonious and balanced partnership, divinely guided toward union. So some of you may be in multicultural relationships, or what do they call it? Biracial type of relationships, or you being encouraged to do so. You may want to consider someone outside of your culture, so that the differences can create a harmonious and balanced partnership. So, and some of you just may be divinely guided toward union in and of itself. So this will help when it comes down to building wealth, legacy, generational relationship. And some of you may already be in this. So let's see. You may already be in like a multicultural or or biracial union at this time. And you may have felt like, you know, this was supposed to give like a balanced partnership. You may have felt like you were divinely guided to be with this person, in union with this person, and it may not be working out as you thought. But let's see. We have the number 59 here. May the 9th, September the 5th may be of significance. Someone could be 59 years old. Someone could be born in 95. But it says, I want to follow the rules we set and not be tempted to break them. I value our boundaries and know that they protect us. So someone in this dynamic does feel like they are faithful. They do adhere to the boundaries and the rules, and you know, it seems like they're trying to be faithful. This could be you. This could be the other partner involved. Let's see. So we have the number 1 and lifesaver. You are not alone in this storm. As you grasp for air, salvation appears, and a breath away from safety. So for some of you, your partner is viewing you as a lifesaver, or vice versa. It feels like you all have each other's back, whether this is, you know, different events that may transpire throughout, you know, the relationship or the course of the relationship, whether this is concerning money or just different ups and downs in life. It feels like you both have each other's back. Wanted to come out sideways, but we have the number 48 here. April the 8th may be of significance. August the 4th may be of significance. Someone could be 48 or 84. The year of 84 may be of significance. It says, don't follow other speculation advice blindly. Don't follow other speculative advice blindly. They made you believe it's a shortcut, but in reality it's just a waste of time. I now know that was untrue. So something about money, someone may have followed someone else's advice blindly, thinking it was a shortcut, and now they're realizing something was untrue. Maybe they thought that if they got into a certain union, that it would be a shortcut to wealth, or an easy way to achieve wealth, or something like that, and it turns out that's not the case. So let's see what else. lifesaver. This could have been someone that they listened to. If this lifesaver is not you, it's someone that was listening to a third party. Not saying that this was someone they were cheating with, but for some of you it could have been. But I feel like this is just like a friend or someone they thought was good with money or with advice, and turns out whatever advice they gave, it didn't give what needed to be gave, but it was something to imply like some type of shortcut to money or growth. So we have the number 64. June 4th may be of significance, April 6th, but time's relentless advance grapples with irreversibility of time and its permanent impact. Understand time relentless advance and the impossibility of reversal. So something that happened can't be reversed, especially with so much time going by, so much time and effort being put into something. It's like too much of something was done over a long period of time, and it's like the more time that was spent putting into whatever this shortcut was supposed to be, it's like now you can't reverse it. It's like you have too many receipts, too much information that shows where you did X, Y, and Z, and this went on for so long. It's like no way around you not being connected to whatever this shortcut is. So for some of you, you're in a dynamic where you may not have known what your person was up to, what your person was doing, but they had something else going on outside of the marriage, or you were the actual project. Like, say for instance, you're someone that comes from a wealthy family, and your person only wanted to get with you because they felt like, being with you, they would actually be able to obtain wealth faster, or be in this lavish lifestyle that they wanted to be in without having to put in the hard work, and they only decided to get with you based on a friend's advice, because the friend may have talked to someone and married someone who was wealthy as well, or came from a wealthy background. But let's just say once your person married you, your family actually cut you completely off and said, well, your husband has to do this. We're not providing for you anymore. That's the job of your husband now. So it's like now this man has dated you for 3 or 4 years, decided to marry you, thinking this was his easy way to the top, and come to find out, like, once you married this person, it's like it ain't none of that no more. She was daddy little girl then, but now she's your wife, your responsibility. So it's giving something like that. Meanwhile, this person may have been somehow stealing from the wife's dad, or siphoning money from the wife some type of way. It's like evidence of what this person been doing for a long period of time. And that's just an example, not saying that's really what happened, but just for a scenario. What else for divine feminine when it comes down to money? Yeah, it's something about consumerism. So we have the number 30 here. The number 3 could be of significance. So one could be 30 years old. But it says focuses on material wealth and neglects true happiness. Unending desire for more and satisfaction is elusive. So this person was only in it for, material wealth and happiness. material wealth, not really concerned with true happiness. This person may not even really truly be happy with you. They may put on, may have put on to, get to the point of marriage with you, but they had a whole agenda before even marrying you. So let's get some clarity on this oath here. So we have the number 37, March the 7th, July the 3rd. Someone could be born in 73. I want to press the final button with you. I want to take this step together, but please be patient, my love. We will know when the time is right. So it's a ultimatum. So it's seeming like someone wants to end something now, but they want you guys to end on the same terms or something like that. They want you guys to end on like a good note. And then we have the number 42, April the 2nd, February the 4th. Someone could be 42, someone could be 24. But it says, I don't care what it takes, how long it takes, who I upset, I'm cutting the strings and taking back my life. So like I said, it sounds like now someone wants to break away from this dynamic because it didn't work out as planned. Under the bottom we have a third party situation. Like I said, it feels like they took advice from a third party. For some of you, this could be a different third party, could involve like another woman. But for some of you, this was a friend that gave them the bad advice. What is this? Imprisonment in reverse. I was kind of getting it too when I saw the cuffs in the reverse, like someone no longer wants to be bound by marriage. But because it says something differently, I didn't go with it. But let's see. And then on this 42, this puppet in reverse, this is an actual puppet anyway. So this lets you know this person was not being themselves. They were putting on the act. They were allowing you to puppet them. Also allowing this third party to puppet them. They might have felt like a puppet on the string, just trying to get to the wealth. What is this imprisonment in reverse, please? Or divine feminine? So this self-discipline is in reverse, and the number 34 could be of significance. Someone could be 34, 43, born March the 4th or April the 3rd. There are so many temptations to break my discipline, but I'm trying my best to avoid failing into old habits and focus on building a better future. So it feels like this person is trying to have self-discipline. They're trying to be disciplined in this dynamic, although it has already went left when it comes down to the agenda. But we also have Casanova here in reverse in the number 21, February the 1st, January the 2nd. Someone could be 21. So somebody's relationship could have been a 12-year relationship. So it says, I was naive to think that fleeting affairs could ever take the place of a genuine connection. I should have trusted my heart more than my craving for new experiences. Please forgive me for doubting the bond we share. So somebody's been out here cheating. You see the third party situation for some of you. What is this lifesaver here? So someone was trying to have self-discipline, but they were feeling like it was too many temptations. That's why they don't want to be, bound to a marriage anymore. And for For some of you, this is you not wanting to be with this person anymore because of their behavior. So for this lifesaver, we have germination in reverse. And it says, I'm working on my divine feminine side to gather the strength to protect this feeling. I want to be more nurturing and loving towards this new beginning. So someone is working on their divine feminine. The number 39 may be of significance. March the 9th or September the 3rd. So I feel like someone may be expecting a child, and during this process they're just trying to protect this child. They are trying to be more nurturing and loving towards this new baby, this new life. They're trying to protect the baby or the child from whatever is going on in this relationship dynamic. Let's see what came out. I'll put these daggers to me. So what else? So we have the number 69. Someone could be 69, born in 69. June the 9th may be of significance. September the 6th. It says happy endings with a question mark. Feels skeptical of happy endings and distrusts fairy tale promises. Believes reality is far from the fairy tale and feels disillusioned. Question the promises that seem too perfect. So this person or you is not believing in happy endings anymore. You feel like the reality that you see right now is far from the happy ending that you were expecting or the happy ending that you imagine. Someone is realizing that someone was an illusionist in this dynamic as well. What is this speculation in reverse here? For the divine feminine. Example why a lot of times they say that the wealthy need to marry the wealthy, because when you try to, although they say it, they say that when you get a regular mate or whatever like that, then it's probably real love. But we forget the aspect of sometimes people just do whatever because they want to be able to have access to wealth, luxury, high society. So they will be willing to fake it. That's not genuine true love. So we have infidelity in reverse. The number 25 could be of significance. February the 5th, May the 2nd. Someone could be 52 or 25. Are born on the 25th of a month. So it says we are both holding on to secrets, afraid that revealing them will tear us apart. But it is the secrecy. But is it the secrecy or the betrayal itself that's doing the most damage? So so in this, it feels like both partners could be cheating, or both partners are keeping some form of secrecy. It could be like the feminine aspect of this could be that she was feeling like in certain areas this person was not up to par. And as for the masculine, we already seen where this person has been cheating anyway with third parties, but also with the secrecy. Because, you know, as far as the woman is concerned, the man that she did marry is not wealthy, but she's surrounded by wealthy men. So it could be somewhere deep inside of her that, you know, she would rather be with someone who she doesn't have to provide for or whatever like that. And as for him, he never probably was into the wife anyway. He just was into the wealth aspect. So of course he's been stepping out. So, but also we have the number 16. Someone could have been together for 16 years. They could be born in 61. Someone could be 61 January the 6th or June the 1st. So it says trust me, and then there's some manipulation, upholding your autonomy and rejecting attempts at manipulation, critically examining sources and refusing to be blindly controlled. So I feel like, in a sense, for some of you, this third party that told this masculine to marry you for wealth, this third party could have been an actual woman. This could have been his woman on the side, his side piece that he is truly in love with, but she was really willing to allow him to go and marry someone wealthy so that he could provide for her lifestyle. But it didn't work out as planned. So it's like the dude in this dynamic was playing you in order to get money, but at the same time he was getting played by his side chick to get money as well. It's like they are two peas in a pod. Like, she didn't really like him either. She was just trying to get to the money as well. That's what it's giving, but she was manipulating the whole entire thing. What is this time relentless advance? Can we get some clarity on that? This is a mess. And it's like at this point everybody broke because your daddy cut you off. Dude ain't got no money. His side chick ain't got no money. The only good thing about it, once you divorce this dude, I'm sure your daddy will continue to provide for you, or your parents, or whatever like that. But hot mess. What is time relentless advance? We forgot about the part that your man may be stealing from your dad as well. So there's that option of him not, you know, taking you back under his wing once this is all over. Maybe it's some clarity. So this is some condemnation. The number 47 could be of significance. Someone could be 47, born in 74. April the 7th, July the 4th could be of significance. But it says public scrutiny causes you to question your worth and motives. Facing public opinion challenges your resilience and resolve. So now fingers are pointing at you guys, because like I said, it feels like some type of money scheme, something concerning money, whether it's stealing from your family or some business or something like that. Something is becoming public knowledge as far as you and your partner are concerned, or somehow you may be involved in this. Maybe you could be the third party, maybe you could be, you know, another family member or something like that. But it feels like it's affecting people's pockets across the board somehow. What else about this time relentless advance? It can't be reversed, and it's a permanent impact. So let's see. About this time, relentless advance with condemnation here from the universe, please. So yeah, there's gossip going around too. We have the number 38 here. Someone could be 38, born in 83, March the 8th. August the 3rd. So unfounded allegations damage reputations and trust. Whispers of gossip cause confusion and spread misinformation. So some of the gossip that's going around, some of it is allegedly, and some of this gossip is causing confusion, and people are getting the stories wrong, the details wrong. What about this containerism here? So we have the number 3, maybe of significance, but we have distraction here. I was naive to think that fleeting affairs could ever take the place of genuine connection, distracting and nearly causing irreversible mistakes. So, is somebody coming to this realization? Feel like they nearly caused irreversible mistakes. I feel like they did cause some mistakes, but it's just the fact that they know that by hooking up with someone that wasn't really a genuine, someone that they weren't genuinely interested in, and just being motivated by money. It's like why they're in this situation. It feels like they understand it, and it feels like they were distracted at first, but now they're not. Yeah, because they wanted to be successful, they wanted to be rich. So we have the number 36 here. Someone could be 36, 63, born March the 6th or June the 3rd. It says seeks validation through fame and feels unstable. The spotlight is ephemeral and brings only monetary joy. Material abundance leads to spiritual scarcity. So with this person, they could have reached a level of success, a level of riches at one point, but it still didn't they still was feeling unstable, probably because, for one, I feel like the money wasn't earned, and the only reason why they wanted to have money is so they could floss or whatever, get some type of validation. And I feel like in the same breath, because of the way it was gotten, they never gave thanks, they never were grateful. That it just was no sense of gratitude, no type of spiritual acknowledgement as far as the divine is concerned. And so that's why it felt like, you know, yeah, we have the money, but I still feel terrible on the inside. I still have to be with someone that I really don't love. I don't even like them. It's like, it feels like, I don't know, it just feels weird. The energy feels weird with that, because it's like once you reach a certain level of success, you want your best friends, your closest family members to celebrate that energy with you, be in that abundance with you. And to be somewhere where you don't even like the people, you gotta pretend you're being puppeted, you are, you know, being manipulated, and you got to be in this manipulative energy. You got to steal, sneak, hustle, bamboozle, and do all these things to get the money, just so you can floss it in front of your friends or your homies or whatever like that. It's like, that feels so, it feels gross. You know, it's like, it feels exhausting for one, and it still feels like at any moment this could be taken from you. It also feels like you don't appreciate it because you didn't achieve it in the right manner as well. So it's just, I don't know. I can't really explain what I'm feeling because I'm not in that type of energy, and I don't ever want to be in that type of energy where I gotta pretend and be fake and phony, and I gotta, you know, bamboozle and swindle people for money and be in a whole relationship with somebody I don't even like. So I can't relate, but I feel how they feel. It's like weird. It's a weird feeling. So let me change my battery. Okay, Divine Feminine, I am back. I had to go get me something to drink as well, but what I was going to say, it feels like this spread coincides with the previous spread that we just did, especially when it comes down to that masculine energy, you know, pretty much not being 100 with you, not wanting to view you as like a friend, not really wanting to fulfill your emotional needs, and, you know, acting like distant, but at the same time they want to control you, be clingy with you, and all of this, like an attachment issue. It feels like this is giving like more information as to why this person is acting the way that they're acting. It's like this person really saw like a monetary gain with you, and I was also getting, for some of you, this oath right here is not necessarily a marriage. This is an oath to feels like some type of secret society, some type of, could have been just like a oath between the two of you that you took on a mission to try to plot to get some type of wealth somehow, or something like that. But it feels like what this masculine is holding over your head is that they feel like someone from their past is actually a relationship that is more of a genuine connection that they had, and with you it's like this Bunny and Clyde energy is what I'm getting from this. But for some reason, for some of you, the female in this dynamic is the one that, you know, was puppeteering this whole situation. They were the mastermind behind this scenario, and this masculine just followed along because all they were thinking about was wealth. I feel like both of the people were, because for some reason, Divine Feminine, I'm not feeling like this is your energy at all. These are people in your energy. But it somehow ties into your wealth. You may be the person from the past of this masculine, or you may be friends with this feminine somehow, but these people are in your energy, and it's tied to your wealth, to your abundance somehow. So that's what I'm getting as well. So that's why so much cheating and things like that. But these people may not be married. They could be, but they may not be. They just may be bound by some type of oath that they took. So I'm getting that as well. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, sometimes the messages come to me after I, you know, sit and contemplate for a second. I have to look at everything as a whole. But for some of you, this is a marriage. You know, And that's what it's giving. It's just multiple scenarios for multiple people. That's like when doing like general readings, you pick up on a lot of different energies, so you don't miss it. That's why we say take what resonates, because there's so many different people whose energy we could be picking up on. But yeah, so different scenarios fit different people is what I'm getting at. It's like, it's not saying that what I said from the beginning was wrong. It's just that's one scenario, and this one is another scenario. So that's all. So anyway, I have this other deck. I haven't used this one before, I don't think, but this gives us some insight as to relationships and money as well. So let's see what we can get from this one, from the universe, that you guys may need to hear and know at this time. For divine feminine, please. So we have journey. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. So some of you may be journeying, exploring the world in the near future, or you may be doing this now. We also have connections here. Build bridges between people. Connect those who can help you. Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So some of you will be making connections and building bridges with people that can really assist you on this journey. For some of you, this journey is what these connections are about. You're going to be traveling to meet different people that can assist you and give you new opportunities. You have star power. You need engaging work that will let your talent shine. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. So some of you are natural stars. You have star power. So definitely allow yourself to shine all of your talents, all of your abilities. At this time, I feel like that's what's going to assist you on this new journey as well. So, especially the future, it says plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. So, some of you may be readers or fortune tellers. You may do it online. You may do it both online and in your own practice. So your abilities is what's going to bring you prosperity. But you have some outside forces here. Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon and you will be okay. So it may be people trying to hinder you or delay you in some way or block you or something like that. They may be giving off this impression like you're not a true psychic, or you may not be a true healer or spiritualist or something like that, but your talents are going to speak for themselves. I feel like what people don't understand is that some of us, like myself, we have dabbled with the cards, but we primarily go off of our visions, our downloads, without even having to use the cards. So tapping into this aspect and then being online, picking up on so many different energies, you have to, first of all, get more familiarized with the cards, and then all of the different energies that you're reading on and trying to explain to so many different energies the messages that are coming through, and make it make sense, when at the end of the day you probably just were using your gifts to assist yourself and your loved ones. Now it's on a broader scale, so it's a little bit different, and you have to adjust and become comfortable with it. And some of us haven't been like trying to explain what it is that our downloads are to so many different people that may not understand our accents, may not understand the way that we deliver the messages. It's like everybody is different, and it's like a trial and error. It's also a learning curve, so people have to give people time to adjust, to get comfortable. You get what I'm saying? And take all that into consideration. I've had, I've been like kind of studying the occult and all of that esoteric knowledge for a while, and I've always had my abilities to receive messages. It's just implementing the cards. Although I've had cards for a long time as well, it's like just sitting down and always utilizing them wasn't my thing. So now I'm utilizing the cards, and I'm trying to use my gifts as well as the cards to bring forth the message, as well as trying to explain it to several different people who may need to hear the message, but it's for several different people, not one person. So you get what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. And so to hear other, readers and stuff like that saying that you're fake, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't even know what they mean, what the cards mean, and all of this and that, it's like I'm not solely relying on the cards. And at the same time, because my mind is processing what's going on, I have to relay the message. And some of us are not as skilled at relaying or conveying the message as some of these people who have been in the game for so long, especially on a broad scale like this. So it just takes time. It doesn't take away from the gift. It's just we're having to learn how everything is delivered, how everything works, and all of that. But it is what it is. So I think with us, what I'm getting at, I think that because we're struggling a bit, people will assume that we're not gifted, or we don't have the gift, or we don't have sight, and that's not the case. It's just, this is a different way of delivering the message, so that we have to get accustomed to and used to. But anyway, we also have passage here. Your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. So just enjoy this transition into, this aspect of your life. Don't expect too much, and don't dim yourself down. Just enjoy the moment. You get what I'm saying? Just flow, go with the flow, and do what you're called to do, or what you feel that you need to do at this time. Like if something is telling you, I need to pack up and go to Asia, then do that. If if all your responsibilities are taken care of, just go with the flow. Where you're being moved to go or to do, just do it. All of it is a part of this new journey. So let's see, what is this journey about? Can we get some clarity on that, please? And yeah, I think that some people forget, at one point they were new. they were just embarking on this aspect of their gifts as well. So just go back to that time and space. You weren't perfect. You didn't know it all. You know what I'm saying? So give everyone else that same room to grow, that same level of compassion that you would have wanted. And don't discourage anyone from using their gifts. I mean, it's like my whole life people were trying to say different things about, you know, my gifts, because I definitely could see things before they happen, and I definitely warned people, and I was made to be ashamed. And so at some point I just stopped relaying my gifts to, you know, I stopped telling them what I saw. I stopped informing people on what was to come. Not all the way, but I didn't do it as much because, you know, people, oh, she's weird, she's this, she's that, and then kind of find out the things that I tell them is actually the truth. They see it later on, whether it's a year later, 2 years later, a week later, the next day. So we have reflection here. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. So some of you know that if you're working a 9-to-5 job at some crappy place and you don't like your boss and you don't like your co-workers and you feel like you have all of this talent and all of these gifts that you've been blessed with, you already know that it's something in you telling you that you need to tap into those gifts and utilize those to actually, you know, begin to live in your truth. And also it will be a means to attract wealth to you, because talent in and of itself means, you know, payment. And then we have magic here. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. So some of you all are asked right now to even use your magic. Like, magic is not a bad thing as long as you're doing it for the greater good, not causing any hurt, harm, or danger to anyone. No one says that you can't use magic to create abundance in your life and prosperity in your life and, you know, remove obstacles out of your life. It doesn't mean that magic is always evil and demonic. It's like magic is no different than you saying a prayer. It's just with, you know, the different tools and herbs and different resources that have been provided to us by the divine, by Mother Nature. We can make them come into fruition a little bit quicker. So it's like prayer without works is dead. So you have to put in a little bit extra to bring things into your reality. So I think magic is fine as long as you're not causing any hurt, harm, or danger to anyone else. So what are these connections? And we know that our ancestors used, you know, rituals and magic as well. We've heard about the rain dances. We've heard about certain rituals they did to, you know, make the plants grow, and it's all of it is one and the same. You know, it's not causing any hurt, harm, or danger to anyone. Just because you're speaking, you know, life into your life doesn't mean that you're causing harm to anyone else. So it's just the way that you look at magic. I say it's miracles if you're doing it of the light. To each his own. And then more on these connections. So with these connections, it's saying roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents, and it's time to take risk and step into the spotlight now. Manifesting. Magic, manifesting, same thing. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. So some of you need to create like vision boards, vision journals, and write it down. And you know, put yourself out there and see what happens. So we have education here. You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. So some of you are definitely educators. You may have a lot of knowledge on a certain topic. Nowadays, you can write a book on anything that you are skilled at. So that could be a way of, you know, accumulating wealth at this time. Just take the knowledge that you have, create an ebook, and go from there. It's possible that this may be, you know, your road to success, a part of your road to success. But we are getting this roll of dice. Like, you really need to get yourself out there in front of the world right now with this star power. Can we get some more clarity on this star power for the divine feminine, please? So we have a power position. You are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. And then we have perspective. If you can change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. So I feel like with this power position coming out and you're this star energy, it's like you have this star quality because you are supposed to lead others. And you need to see things now from that perspective. Like, that's why you have the star power that you have. That's why the divine gave you this star power. Because the divine feels like you're not going to manipulate or steer people in the wrong way. You're going to show them how to do things the right way without breaking any spiritual laws, without trying to manipulate, puppet, gatekeep, all of these different things, and not have to sell your soul or anything like that. The path that you're going down is going to be the blueprint for others to follow, to be able to reach the land of milk and honey by using your gifts that were provided to you by the divine. So that's what I'm getting from that. So what is the future here? We have protection. You are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. So this is part of the plan for the future. You need to lay low for a little while until the truth comes through. But I think a lot of you already know the truth. You're just waiting for the tangible evidence. Protected at this time. So what else about this? Future and protection. Cultivation. You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. So while you're laying low right now, just continue to water your seeds, continue to cultivate all of the seeds that you have planted. It's almost giving like that Seven of Pentacles energy. You know, you want to reap some rewards on this investment. Though you're not quite in the spotlight, you're kind of laying low right now, you still need to water all your seeds. It's just, if you're a content creator, continue to make your videos, edit your videos, you know, film, do all of that, but just don't push them out at this very moment. Just hold them, but continue to work on your craft. What are these outside forces? Get some clarity on that from the universe, please. This has something to do with relationships. It says business partners, office love affairs, and communication with co-workers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. So this could have something to do with business relationships, co-workers. These could be like colleagues, bosses, or in the flow. The universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. You also have answers here. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work wise. You find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. And be encouraged. Ask what you are afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. So we have this leadership again. So I feel like you're definitely getting prepared for a leadership role. It feels like other colleagues, maybe different business owners or something like that, or it just feels like your competition is trying to delay you, stand in the way somehow, because they know that you're in the flow. And I don't know, for some reason they feel like you rising to the top means they fall, or I don't know. What is this passage about? Can we get some more clarity, please? Or their system doesn't work anymore. Like I said, this journey that you're embarking on, it's a whole different route that doesn't require a lot of manipulation or manipulating others. It doesn't require for you to sell your soul. So I feel like that's what these people are worried about. Like their system no longer working. Their manipulation tactics, their antics, their agendas, and them gatekeeping everything and all of that, it's no longer going to work. And what is this passage? So flexibility. You need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. So something for this particular passage, you're definitely going to have to rely on your intuition, your psychic abilities in order to see in the dark. And you need to be able to tap in and out as necessary. So that's what I'm getting with this flexibility. Because it's a lot that's going on behind, you know, the moon and the shadows that they're trying to do to kind of like sabotage you in some way. However, there is a renewal. You need to take some time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and breakthrough. To have faith and breakthrough. So some of you definitely need to, you know, lay low for a while, replenish your energy, regroup, heal, ground yourself. Definitely meditate, and work on your abilities, just so that they can get stronger, more powerful, more precise. So you may need to do different exercises to help with that, different rituals to make sure that your third eye is not getting calcified. You need to possibly watch what it is that you're consuming as well, just to stay on a high frequency. So that's what I'm getting with that. Just take some time to work on self-care. Work on all of your spiritual gifts. I do have a deck of spiritual gifts, but I wasn't really gonna tap in on those today. But on our next either collective reading or our next divine feminine reading, I will make a note to tap into our spiritual gifts. Anything else we need to know at this time? You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. So yeah, and I see progress on at the bottom. So we're ending on a good note. This is a card full of money. So yeah, I'm going to get a few more as far as the money. And also with these the star power as well, some of you don't have to take on, being like a psychic reader or a medium or anything like that. It's just your psychic abilities are going to allow you to know which path to go down when you're choosing a career. Use your psychic abilities to see if that particular career path is the best path for you. You can, read the manager, read the energy of the environment that you'll be working in. That's what it means as far as your psychic ability and intuition will help further you on your journey. Some of you, it is, your gifts that will bring in wealth, but for others of you, you need to use your abilities in order to find the path that's best suitable for you. Like, for instance, if you want to be a nurse, you need to make sure that this particular hospital that you're working with, that they are not like being shysty when it comes down to your race, your culture, your belief systems. You need to make sure that they're not going to be having like favoritism when it comes down to you getting your hours and things like that. And if you're a certain race, they want to pay you less or something like that. Use your psychic abilities to make sure that whatever field that you go in, that it is the best route for you. So that's what it's giving. Anyway, what else does the divine feminine need to know at this time? Sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. Money again. Winning. It is your winning season. Absolutely. And then spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. here. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. So you're gonna need to use your insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. So some of you definitely, like I said, you're gonna have to use your abilities to judge a situation and see if it's suitable for you. You don't want to work under like lousy bosses or crappy co-workers. You want to read the room. Make sure that not only will you be making, you know, the right amount of money that you want to make, you want to make sure that it's a safe environment, it's a welcoming environment, it's a high vibrational environment. Even though, you know, people are coming in sick or hurt or whatever, you still want to be able to be in a high vibrational facility, so that you can help to raise the vibration of those that are in pain or is sick, you know, to help ease them and heal them. So we have celebration, kick off the party activities, and have a great time, plan for a joyful future. So some of you have celebrations coming up. You will be, you know, having fun. Yeah, I feel like maybe birthday parties coming up. Could be like, I don't know, reunions, like class reunions, weddings, receptions, banquets, retreats. Some of you may be celebrating like anniversaries, different things like that. You may even go on cruises. They do a lot of partying. You may be going to Vegas. But we have partnership here, joining forces with the business partners for win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connections. We saw that over here as well. So you definitely will be partnering up with people that can definitely help you, and you both win and you both grow. So it's feeling like collaborations, like brand deals, things of that nature. Anything else for the Divine Feminine from the universe, please? Abundance, book of the Divine Collective. So, sweet success. It's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. So we have sweet success there. So as far as, you know, going forward from today, it's up from here. You just need to lay low for a little bit, and just, you know, build your portfolio, pour into, you know, the seeds you've already planted, but just lay low. Don't really be, you know, outside, but you still need to be, you know, focused and very much so persistent and consistent. You just need to take like maybe a couple weeks or so and just get as much material done but not published yet. Just, you know, gather your material as much as you can right now. and just lay low for a couple of weeks. I think some answer that you need will be revealed to you, but you're only laying low because you have these forces working against you. So you really need to focus on grounding and working on your spiritual gifts at this time. Is what I'm getting from that. Using your own magic, tapping into your own white magic, and transmute energy, alchemize the energy that's being sent towards you, or whatever manipulation these people are trying to do. So yeah, let's see. I have one more when it comes to shamani. I think I have a couple more. I just don't know why they all are right now. I think this is the last one we're going to use tonight. Closing money spread. So we have innovate. With the right inspiration, you can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can you innovate to contribute towards making the world a better place? It feels like whatever this is you can innovate will be the key. Debt. Are you in the driver's seats with your debt, or has your debt taken over and placed you in shackles? Some of you may be dealing with a bit of debt right now. Let's see. If someone in your energy is in debt, but I feel like whatever you are inspired to do at this time will be your ticket out of debt. It will be your key to get out of this debt if you are in debt. So we have author here again. We did see earlier on in the reading that someone may be writing a book on something that they're really knowledgeable about. So it says your words will have great impact on those who read them. We have pressure here. Be aware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choices. We also have self-care. If you want to live like royalty, start by treating yourself like royalty. And then inner work. Don't be afraid to prioritize your personal growth and spiritual development. Health and wellness are necessary to enjoy an abundant life. And we also have leader again under the bottom. So basically too, in this period of laying low, you definitely work on your health and wellness as far as how you're eating, your exercise schedule, your spiritual routine. Just focus more on that as well while you're in this period of, waiting. Is what I'm getting from this. I feel like even with this, you're going to be able to get more downloads as to what it is you need to do, as far as if you're writing a book, a novel, an ebook, whatever this is about. or any other things that you may need to, or you may get downloads to do. So yeah, I feel like, you taking care of yourself, tapping into your abilities, working on your abilities, working on your spiritual rituals, doing the inner work that's needed, grounding yourself, cleansing your energy, alchemizing the energy. I have a feeling that you're going to get the downloads that you need in order to, step out on this new venture. So yeah, that's what I have from this spread. And for some of you, I feel like other things may be getting in the way of your personal growth and spiritual development. Anyone who's trying to hinder you or delay you or interrupt you when it comes down to those things, they need to respect what it is that you're doing. And for some of you, you need to definitely put up boundaries that these people must respect as well. Like, this is not anything to play with. It's the same way that, a lot of us was raised to give honor and respect to going to church. You gotta be dressed nice. You gotta, not chew gum. You have to respect what people are. Respect their spiritual practices the same way you respect religious practices. There's certain things that you can't do or say or hinder when you walk into a church house, when you see someone who is doing their rituals, meditating, at their altar. That same respect needs to be given. And that this person does this every day at this time, between this time and this time. That means don't come bother me, don't interrupt me, don't disturb me. Respect me at this time while I am, servicing, my ancient and divine ancestors, the Supreme Most High, whatever it is that you're doing at the time. They just need to learn how to respect what it is that you're doing and stop trying to hinder or delay you or interrupt you or disrupt you or keep you from doing it all together. Like, some boundaries have to be put in place. So that's what I'm getting from that. Some of you may be feeling like someone is trying to delay you, like in your household or in your, immediate circle. Like, they feel like you shouldn't be doing that. You should be talking to them, hanging out with them, drinking coffee with them, or whatever like that. Like, come on now. Once I'm done, you will still be here for me to do whatever it is that you want to do. But until I'm done, just respect what I got going on. It's that simple. So yeah, with that being said, I do want to give thanks to the Supreme Most High, Infinite Creator and Source, and to our ancient and divine ancestors and our team of Past Light and Resonance for allowing the messages to come through. I hope you got something from these messages. If not, I hope you were entertained or whatever. But at the end of the day, I do appreciate you guys coming through and chilling out with me. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Peace and love and light. And as always, be blissful.